Welcome to the FSM Prep Rally. I'm Joe Arrigo, and back from vacation is Big Ant.
Yeah, I'm back in here for the last game of the season, regular season.
Last regular season Pep Rally.
Yeah.
Man, let's get right to it. Last week, week 9, there was a lot of things, a lot of games taking place, but let's start with one of the oldest and most fierce rivalries, at least it used to be in the Valley, and that was Palo going to Bishop Gorman. Now, the game we all know was a blowout, 49-0, but talk about the rivalry, and you've been here your whole life. Mm-hmm. Talk about what this rivalry once was and then where it is now.
This used to be one of the biggest games in the city. Palo was the top dog and used to handle Bishop Gorman. Then all of a sudden, I think 2009, 2008, Gorman got the victory. And from there, if they build it, they will come.
They built it.
That's basically what happened, man. And then all of a sudden, Bishop Gorman turned into Bishop Gorman. But for a while, that was one of the biggest rivalries in the city.
Bishop Gorman's head coach, Brent Browner, we're speaking after the game, and he had told me that during the week he had told his players about the history of the rivalry and just all the things that transpired. Even when he was there previously as a positional coach, mm-hmm. He was saying how there's a Mazel Tov cocktail thrown at somebody one year.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, just some real crazy stuff. And
at the game?
I guess prior to the game, it was like leading up to it. It was just some real.
That is some rich. That's a rich fight.
For real. I've never heard of a fight with a Mazel Tov cocktail, at all, ever, at any level.
That's crazy.
But this game, they get on the field, and to Palo's credit, they did their best to compete, but they're down all their quarterbacks. They had to bring a JV kid up. They had a bunch of guys on the bench that were out injured that they pretty much kind of just decided we're going to save for this upcoming week's game against Legacy. So it wasn't competitive. And that was the thing for me that at least show some fight. There was no fight. I mean, Gorman scored 3 touchdowns on the first 4 plays.
Yeah, I felt like Palo folded in right off the bus. I was hoping they would spread it out, throw it a little bit, challenge Gorman DBs, because, the DBs was suspect against out-of-state teams. Like Joe said, they still the best DB core in the state. Out-of-state, they were really challenged and suspect. So, but it's just Palo went. They went back to the old days. And what is the offense called?
Double wing,
power,
wing T,
veer. I don't know. They call all type of stuff.
Newt Rockney.
Not a fan of it
at all.
You ever been a fan of the offense?
Never. I've never liked it at any level. I don't see the point in running it because no one runs it at any level unless if you go to Army or Air Force.
Oh man, I didn't know you was that upset about it.
I hate it. As a former player and coach, I hate it. It's hard to get a kid to look off of it.
Yeah.
Let's be real. To recruit kids, you can't really recruit somebody off of it because what do you really have? I mean, your linemen, one thing, mm-hmm. But your receivers, if you're a receiver, why would you want to play in it?
Yeah.
Quarterback, why would you want to play in it? Mm-hmm. It makes no sense. So I'm not a big fan of that. And I'm man enough to know and admit when I made a mistake.
What happened?
I didn't even tell you I was going to do this.
No, that's why I said what happened. Let's roll. We're rolling with it.
Now, I've been saying for a while that Levon Brown was the best receiver.
Yeah, I was thinking when you used to say that, I was like, all right, I'm just going.
But
he showed you for himself.
No, and the thing is I always liked Zachariah Branch. I always thought he was the guy. And you know what? He is different. No disrespect to Mr. Brown, but
and
Mr.
he does
Branch
this versus top talent around the country.
He may be one of the 4 fastest players I've ever seen game speed in my life.
Wow.
I mean, Saladin McCullough. Mm-hmm. That's the Suton McCullough. Mm-hmm. And then there's Gary Bryant from Centennial down in Corona, now at USC. And, high school wise, he's in that, maybe number 4, he's in that group.
And he got track speed, proven track speed.
I like his swag too.
Oh, yeah. He's confident. He's going for 6 every time.
Literally, he came up to me after he scored on a punt return. He's like, I'm going to get another one.
Yeah, he's confident he's going to score every time. But, yeah, I always see you say the Brown kid. I'm like, ugh.
I like what he does.
Even that Jeremiah Bernard kid, I still got to give it to Zach as the number 1 wide receiver in the state.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say that.
And Jerry Bernard is different, too.
We'll talk about him in a second. But Brown, I like what he does as a receiver. I just think Branch is that much better. Mm-hmm. So, Zach, I know I talked to you after your first catch, which was a touchdown on varsity a couple years ago, and you chopped it up previously, right during the game, actually, this past week. My apologies, young man. Give it up to you. But you brought up Bernard, and Liberty plays DP this week. They go up to DP to play him.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a text from a coach.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent it to you, a song that they said was from DP.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we can't confirm or deny that it's from DP.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound like someone from DP, according you called around and found out.
I tried to confirm it, and everybody's just saying it doesn't sound like the slang that would come out of DP.
Sound like some white kids.
Yeah. I ain't want to be one to say it.
I will. I'll say it. But I don't get it. Like why would these dudes, even if they don't go to DP, make a rap song?
I ain't gonna say which coach said this. He said, why would a jackass that already graduated high school still be doing some BS like this?
And this
is part 2. That's all I'm gonna say.
So we already know who it was from. I ain't gonna say the school. I just don't. I don't go to that school ever. But hey, the lyrics. I'm gonna give them credit. The lyrics were cheeks. They were that bad. I've never heard bad lyrics ever, and that was the worst lyrics I've ever heard in my life. Period. Point blank.
Worse than Trinidad James. A lot of kids don't know what we're talking about right now.
I think so.
What they may
or may not. I think Vanilla Ice rap better than him.
What about Silk the Shocker?
Hey, I like Silk the Shark. What are you talking about, man?
I'm from Louisiana. He's one of the worst rappers I've heard.
Man, it was bad. But like, I don't understand the whole process. Like, all joking aside, like, why would a team that's playing another team, let's just say it was them, make a song that's gonna not only enrage the other team, but like give them even more want to beat you? What do you make of it?
I mean, if this was the team and you're playing against this team, which is the team, one of the D teams in the city,
top 2.
I wouldn't do nothing to piss them off and motivate them. But at the end of the day, I thought it came from somewhere else. All roads lead to somewhere else, which there is a rivalry there too. So
yeah.
But it's a different time. In our time, we didn't make raps. I think what we do, meet you at the local McDonald's.
Yeah, we met up somewhere and we squared up.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. We did that to Montclair, Upland High versus Montclair.
I mean, I guess I'll take rapping over squaring up.
That's true.
We can't promote violence.
No. That's that. But this week, there's gonna be no love lost when DP plays Liberty. So when we get to the pick'ems and we talk about the games, that's gonna be one we're gonna dive into a little bit more. But speaking of no love lost, Legacy, Palo Verde. I'm calling this the Ice Bowl.
He made this up. I didn't even know he was going with this.
The Ice Bowl.
Somebody gonna get done with ice after the game?
Nah, man. Look, the way Legacy did Coach Isola, Coach Ice. Ice is now at Palo Verde.
Yeah.
So Legacy, Palo, the Ice Bowl. Ice is the OC for Palo. So, and if Palo beats them, I believe they go to the playoffs. They have to beat them by 7 or more. If you'll know that more than me. That's what I was told last Friday.
Yeah, the standings are all over the place right now, but that's possibly right. I know this is the battle for the last playoff spot.
So
and the desert battle for the last playoff spot.
So think about that. We have the Ice Bowl taking place. Isola coaching against the team that he knows better than anybody in the city, including those coaches.
Mm-hmm.
I got a feeling when we get to the pick'ems, we'll pick this one, but I'll go on record. I want Palo to beat them. They got Ice, AJ Lewis, and Johnny Sarabia, 3 of my real close friends out here. Roll Palo, baby.
All right. Is Palo gonna be healthy? Because
I believe so.
I said I'm gonna take the Legacy 17-10. Legacy just playing.
He gave you his first pick for the Ice Bowl. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say Palo 35-7.
God dang.
Palo's gonna roll. I got you, Ice and AJ podcast.
Oh, man.
Got you.
Oh yeah. Check out them, man. They're killing it over there.
Yeah, they do a great job. All right, let's get to the Week 9 scores. Gorman beat Palo. The aforementioned Palo 49-0. Liberty was off. Arborview took it to Legacy 31-8. Silverado, my guys over there at the Skyhawks, beat Sunrise Mountain 60-0. 119-0. That's what Silverado has outscored their opponents the last 2 weeks. Foothill beat Canyon 31-3. Green Valley over Centennial 43-3. DP over Faith 35-14. Coronado beat Spring Valley 46-6. And Clark falls to Mawapa Valley 35-28. All right, Ant, it's time for the pick'ems. First one, Gorman at Foothill. This is the winner of this wins that part of the division.
Yeah, this is a league title game. This is the big going across town. One team's been getting killed with COVID, but yeah, in the battle of the league, I'm gonna go 58-0 Bishop Gorman.
Foothill talks big head too.
Foothill's a good team.
They do. They talk.
Foothill's is a second. They're right there with that second tier. They'll be up in there with. They'll be considered up in there with the Desert Pines, Arbor Views, Running Valleys if they were to play more games.
Silverado.
I'm talking about the 5-8.
Oh, whatever. Okay, now it's the game where there could be a lot of bad blood. Liberty at DP.
Liberty at DP. This, a lot of people are gonna say this sound crazy. This game depends on what DP wants to do. DP could win this game. DP could lose by a running clock. This all of what type of DP team shows up. Is the coach getting them prepared? We know what Liberty's going to do. We know Liberty's going to come out, punch you in the mouth, do what Liberty do. They don't really change up too much. They keep a star on the outside. And at the end of the day, they can line up and they'll put everybody in the backfield and just punch you in the mouth.
So for the first time all year, are you going to pick against DP or are you going to pick DP?
Yeah, with this one being said, this would be the first time in a long time Liberty Desert Pine gets hit with a running clock. 42-13. I think they slow the clock down late where they score another touchdown, but yeah, I think they put the running clock on Desert Pines.
You're going to get a text from the vice principal. Okay, Canyon Springs at Arbor View. What you got?
Canyon Springs at Arbor View. Got to go with Arbor View. They're on another level right now. Canyon's in like rebuild mode, so I'm going to go 35-14 Arbor.
Okay, what I think is the game of the week, Desert Oasis at Silverado. Who do you got?
Yeah, this game could actually be pretty damn good. This is one of the top offenses versus, you say, a complete team.
The complete team.
And they got the top, according to numbers, they got the top quarterback in the city, D.O. So I'm going to go 38-20 Silverado. Tough game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Faith Lutheran at Green Valley.
Faith Lutheran at Green Valley. Seeing what Green Valley can do. I think they may have got their guy back. They star player, the running back, McKnight. So I'm going to go 32-14 Green Valley.
Sierra Vista at Coronado.
Sierra Vista at Coronado. Not much to say about this. Coronado 48-0.
Final game in the franchise. FSM.
Top 10.
Pick 'em. Here we go. Las Vegas at Del Sol.
Las Vegas at Del Sol. Las Vegas is going to keep it rolling and go 24-10.
Shout out to Las Vegas. They have 3 losses. All 3 losses came against 5A teams. So got to give them credit for that.
Impressive.
All right, here we go. What you guys been waiting for? The top 10 rankings from the prep rally. All right, Big Ant, who you got coming in at number 10?
Number 10, we got Las Vegas Wildcats.
Okay, number 9.
Number 9, we're going D.O.
8,
we're going Coronado.
Man, everything's chalk right now. Who do you got at number 7?
Oh, man, the team that's in determining their future, Desert Pines, Jaguars.
And rounding out the top 10 in the initial part of the top 10, who comes in at number 6?
Green Valley Gators.
All right, now it's time for the FSM Prep Rally top 5 rankings. Who we got at number 5?
The team that I consider the second tier team is right there, Foothill Falcons.
Yes, 5th on this list, not 2nd or 3rd like some people are trying to claim. Let's be real. Number 4.
Sorrel Skyhawks.
They may be higher. If they win, they should have to go higher.
How are you going to move them above?
We'll talk about that off air. Who do we got at number 3?
Number 3, we're going to go Arbor View Aggies.
And the number 2 team.
Team that's, I'll be at your game this week, Liberty Patriots.
And the number 1 team.
Bishop Gorman Gales.
All right, this week's games that we will be attending, we will be at the Liberty DP game. Ant, you're going to be there with Quincy.
Yeah.
We will be at Q's going to be there. D.O. at Silverado. I'll be there at that one with TQ and Trish. And the final game that we're going to be at is going to be.
He's getting this right on. You guys are getting it just like we're getting it right now. So the person will find out as they're watching it.
Find out when you watch the graphic coming up on the Franchise Sports Media social media accounts. Man. That's how you're going to find out. That's
You've been doing this a while, huh?
Yeah, it's a tease.
Okay, all right.
All right, guys, that's it for this week's edition of the FSM Prep Rally. Big Ant.
Yeah, man, season flew by.
Next week is playoffs.
Dang, so it's getting interesting.
That's Big Ant. I'm Joe Arrigo. This is the FSM Prep Rally on FranchiseSportsMedia.com.